I made my perfect first time marathon plan, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can do it too. My name is Jason and I'm preparing for my first marathon, and in this training update I wanted to go over the plan that I'm following and how you can create your own. There are a million ways to get a good quality training plan to work from when you are preparing for a big race. You can find free ones all over the place, like at runnersworld.com or Reddit or from various books. There's so many, in fact, that it might be a little hard to know which one is the best one. So I'm going to go over 3 things that I use to create the best plan for me. Following these simple steps, you will be able to successfully adapt any training plan to suit your lifestyle and also meet your goals. You can certainly pay for a customized plan from a coach, but for my own purposes and for the purpose of this video, I'm focusing on the freely available ones. I took mine from this book, Daniel's Running Formula, which you can find at your local library or probably borrow it from that friend of yours that won't shut up about marathons. The book contains a variety of plans and types based on distance, training volume, and total weekly mileage. If you're a first-time runner, I do definitely recommend the book, as it is full of high-quality information for any level of runner at basically any distance. I first went straight for the novice marathon plan, as it had about the right number of weeks for me and the total mileages seemed doable. However, and this is the first step that I want you to take, when you do find a plan you like, keep looking. The novice training plan is great. There's nothing wrong with it. But I need for there to be a lot less math at 6 in the morning. I realize that's just me, but that's just me. I didn't want to have to calculate a bunch of intervals and focus on my watch and my pacing and intensity levels when just getting in 5 minutes of a warm-up before leaving is my main concern. Having read a little deeper into the material, I found a 5-week block, which was much more effort-focused, with simpler definitions assigned to workout identifiers like T, R, E, or ST. The distances used are mostly percentages based off my peak mileage total. A simple calculation that you can use for this is to take the race event and build to being able to run at least 80% of that distance. Then double the event distance and set that as your approximate highest mileage training week. Using these numbers was much simpler for me to lay out for the training plan, and then just repeating these blocks when with the mileage increasing at about 10% per week. After finding a plan that's suited to your ability and your confidence, the next thing to do is to make sure that you can fit it into your actual day-to-day schedule. If the plan calls for 5 days a week, but you can really only fit in 4, then modify it. If the weekly mileage or the times are more than you can commit to, then commit to what you can fit in. If you're finding, though, that your modifications are beginning to fundamentally alter the program, then you probably need to refer back to my first point or reassess your goals for the race. Lastly, as it relates to the specific workouts and the intensities themselves, you may or may not have a specific finish time as a goal. I do have a finish goal time in mind, but it's not currently a pace that I could sustain for many of these early block long runs, let alone later the much longer distances. While pushing ourselves is important, building up to some of these faster paces combined with longer distances will be more effective and lessen your risk of injury or overdoing it. So when the plan calls for a marathon pace long run, I have to drop that down from what my actual goal pace marathon is. Similarly, if there was a speed focused session calling for something like 800-meter repeats or sprint intervals, don't chain yourself to the number. If you can't do X number of hill repeats, then do the number you can handle or that your time will allow for. Running a marathon can be intimidating, not just the distance of the race, but the training plans themselves. Take that initial plan and really look at it compared to your real life. You can absolutely do this, but it is a serious time commitment, so you have to get structured and get scheduled. Then get into it for a couple weeks. And if you find that you can be pushing your pacing a little faster or your distances a little longer, then do it. However, if instead you find that you're struggling to recover enough between workouts, then give yourself an extra rest day or lower the intensity for a few runs. The bottom line is to keep the running as the main thing. Enjoy the time outside, moving your body, keeping your eyes on that ultimate goal, but not forgetting to enjoy the ride. All right, if you made it this far into the video, I thank you for watching and would love it if you could give it a like. Keep training hard, and I'll see you in the next video.